So Mark Wahlberg has finally spoken up about the real reason behind why he actually left rap music and started to pursue acting instead. For the longest time, people didn't know why the action hero had a change of heart when it came to his career. People always had speculations and theories of their own, and even though we had an official public statement as to why he started to act instead of rap, it never quite sat right with us. Something was off about that whole story, and now we know why that was. It turns out that Mark Wahlberg wanted to pursue rap music as his long-term career. It wasn't a little hobby that he did for a while, and then got bored, so he decided to do acting instead. Don't get us wrong, he is actually an amazing actor, and fans love his movies. But not everyone has heard this man rap, and if you did, you'd realize how his true calling was actually rap music. So why did he stop making music? It isn't like his music career never took off, or that he didn't have enough fans when he was making rap music. So what happened? Well, we'll tell you, Diddy happened. For the longest time, Diddy has held the throne in the industry when it comes to music producers. He pulls all the strings and makes all the moves, so if he doesn't want someone to be in the industry, he can make it happen no matter what anyone else wants. And that's exactly what happened with Mark Wahlberg. Now we all know what Diddy does to new artists who come to him unsuspectingly asking for his help in the industry. Well, it turns out that Diddy did the same things with Mark, and Mark realized that he didn't want to be part of the community and an industry that was run by such evil and foul people. But now that Diddy is soon to be out of the picture once and for all, Mark might be making a comeback to his hip-hop roots after years of staying away.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
Yup, you heard that right. According to sources, Mark Wahlberg is planning on coming back to rap music and putting out new fire tracks for his fans. It has always been his passion to create music, so it's no wonder that he's coming back now that the evil monster, also known as Diddy, is no longer pulling all the strings. But what actually happened between these two? What was so bad that it made Mark Wahlberg leave the rap industry altogether? Well, we'll tell you all about it. There is a lot to unpack in today's video, so you better grab some popcorn and sit tight till the end of this video because you would not want to miss this one. You are watching The Star Spills, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Mark Wahlberg revealed shocking information about why Diddy was the reason he had to quit rap. But before we get to spilling all the tea on that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
Well, I just let it all out. Well, as much as I could tap into. That shit felt great. Sometimes you gotta let that shit out.
Now we all know what Diddy does to young artists who come to him asking for help. For the longest time, he has been the music mogul of Hollywood, and he controls everything in the industry because of his connections. But that has all changed now. You see, Diddy owns Bad Boy recording studios, and this means that he can find his victims very easily. What we mean by that is that whenever a young, new face comes to Diddy to get signed, Diddy has some pretty interesting things laid out in front of these young artists. And by that, we mean that he asks them for sexual favors and in return promises them fame and fortune in the industry.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard he's being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah.
Even his music producer Lil Rod mentioned this in his recent lawsuit against Diddy, where he talked about how Diddy would try and pressure him into sleeping with him. And when Lil Rod would say no, Diddy would go as far as to threaten him if bribes didn't work. Lil Rod also mentioned that he has done the same with other rappers like Meek Mill and Usher. Although names weren't taken in the lawsuit filed by the music producer, definitive hints were given that made sure that people knew exactly who Lil Rod was talking about. Meek Mill denied all the allegations that were made against him, lashing out at fans on X, formerly known as Twitter. But fans decided to go with the story of Lil Rod, especially after they found a very interesting video of Diddy and Meek Mill where Diddy is calling Meek Daddy. Damn, now that's what you call scandal, right?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
So let's talk about Mark Wahlberg now, and what Diddy did to him to make him leave his passion. Diddy is a powerful man, and when he doesn't get what he wants, he tries to steal it, and that's what he did with Mark as well. According to sources, back when Mark was still doing rap music, he was actually doing pretty well on his own. He followed in the footsteps of his older brother, who started a boy band. At first, Mark was also part of this band, but he decided to quit early on to pursue his passion in rap music. And even when he set out alone to chase his dreams, he was doing pretty good. He was making a good amount of money, not too much, but enough to get by, and had a decent amount of fans as well. But Mark knew he had to take his fame and fortune to the next level because he knew just how talented he was. And so, he made the big mistake of going to Diddy to ask for help in the industry. And that is where everything started to go wrong. But hold on for a second before we continue on with the video and tell you what Diddy did to Mark Wahlberg to make him back off from chasing his dreams. Do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content. Now there is an official story about why Mark Wahlberg left rap music. According to official sources, Mark wasn't making enough while he was making music. It was hard for him to make ends meet, and that is why he decided to jump ship and get his foot into acting. Now, only half of that official statement is true, according to several sources. Sources who were close to Mark at the time when all of this happened tell a very different tale of what went down. According to these sources, Mark went to Diddy to ask for help in the industry. Diddy is the name you used to think of when you thought of recording studios back in the day. He was the biggest and most famous one out there. With so much experience in the industry, it was sure that he had something for new artists. But it wasn't something you'd expect. When Mark went to Diddy to ask for help with his rap career, Diddy decided to help Mark. But good things always come at a price, and Diddy puts pretty hefty prices on things he gives out. It turns out that Diddy was happy to help Mark become the biggest rapper in Hollywood, but only in exchange for one thing that Mark could never have even thought of. Does this sound like making a deal with the devil? Because in Hollywood terms, it really is. According to sources, Mark was asked to go down on Diddy if he wanted Diddy's help in the industry. Yup, you heard that right. Diddy asked Mark for head, and in return promised him fame and fortune in the world of hip-hop. Now doesn't that sound exactly like what Lil Rod mentioned in his lawsuit?
Wow, you guys, if you thought it couldn't get any worse, it actually does. Diddy's being hit with another SA lawsuit, but this time from a former male employee. And he's saying that Diddy would touch him inappropriately.
Lil Rod said that Diddy tried to bribe him, saying that if he went down on Diddy, Diddy would make sure that the music producer gets Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards. When Mark saw the industry for what it really was, he decided that it was far from the kind of place that you would ever want to be in. This incident shook him so much that he decided to stop chasing his passion and start acting to make something of himself. But now that Diddy is out of the picture, there are rumors that Mark is going to make a comeback in the world of rap with a fire album.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been holding a lot of shit in lately. Oh, man, I just had like a 3.5-hour cry.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Mark Wahlberg is going to make a comeback in the world of rap? Do you think Diddy is going to say anything about this? What do you think is going to be his reaction? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at the Star Spills.